Recall that in October 2021, the mother, talking about Tiwa Savage now, of one made headlines after her sex tape was released online by someone who was trying to blackmail her. However, speaking in an interview posted on YouTube on Friday, August 8, 2025, the singer described the leaked sex tape, which happened at the same time, I beg your pardon, as she was dealing with the loss of her father as the darkest moment in her career. On what she did to survive the trying time, the all over singer explained that she made the decision not to think about it. My dad died and my sex tape was released. The only way I could have survived was not to think about it, she said. Describing her time on the interview as a blessing for giving her the platform to express herself, Tiwa admitted that she's been through a lot in the past couple of years. She said, "Being here on the couch with you is such a blessing. Just the fact that you even want to talk to me. People want to hear what I want to say after how many years. It feels good. I've gone through so much, but have I really enjoyed the moment?" she asked. Furthermore, in the interview, the 45, I beg your pardon, year-old singer reflected on how her past relationships and concluded that what she once thought was love was merely infatuation. She said, and I quote, "I've never felt true love except with my son. Looking back at my relationships, even my marriage, I realized it wasn't love," she declared. Tiwa expressed uncertainty about whether she is destined to ever find romantic love after trying and failing multiple times. She said, "Maybe love isn't for me because I have tried over and over again. So maybe love isn't for me in this lifetime." I'm so eager to hear what you have to say on this particular matter.
Oh, said maybe love isn't for her. I mean, it's always a sad one for me to hear someone give up on love.
I mean, she has good reasons, doesn't she?
True, you have one too many experiences, but like I said, it's always a sad one because I'm the type of person that loves love. I like seeing people, happy, their relationship and whatever. And now reflecting on the explicit tape that was released of her, I mean, you're going through the loss of a parent, a dad for that matter, and females and dads are much closer. Ask me how I know I have two sisters and a dad. Yeah, it's evident. It's evident, but how the relationship with dads and daughters go rather. And then to lose that kind of pillar, and then to have the whole world not consoling you, not being in the conversations for your loss, being in the conversation because your body was explicitly exposed in a video that was being shared all over the internet. So it couldn't have been an easy one for her. But her strategy, fair play to her. Since her strategy worked, where she was like, she decided not to pay it any attention. Decided to just act like it wasn't there. Because I can't imagine, thinking about the loss of a parent. Because loss of a parent is something that stays with you. People think, it's 1 year later, you've woken up and it's gone. But no, it follows you. Especially for people that are successful. Because I have the money. Why wasn't it a problem that money could solve? And you start questioning yourself and start doubting what you did and playing the scenarios over and over in your head. And so loss is already a difficult thing. But to now have every single person blasting you, not minding your situation, your loss, because the reality is people will not really care like that.
I mean, that was really the case. Nobody even talked about the passing of our father.
Nobody spoke about the passing of our father. It was, Tiwa Savage tape. Have you seen the tape? Have you seen the tape? and that was what was trending everywhere. So I can't imagine that would have been good for her if she had focused on it. But fair play to her, she said she decided not to treat it like it wasn't there, and it helped her out get through that difficult period. Now, like with everything else on the internet, they have moved on to the next thing. So it's quite a sad one, you know. It's quite a sad one, but at least she pulled through. You know, she said she's focusing on her son, and that's where she felt true love. And truly, you know, the love a mom has for her child is something you can't come between.
I mean, just like I'm sure you have that kind of love with your mother.
Yeah,
she has that with her son, and her daughters have that relationship with their father, just like you.
For the most part. So, yeah, you know, it's quite a sad one. It's quite a sad one. The fact that she's giving up on love. Maybe, and the thing is, as a woman, you know, in that, the more successful you are, the more your bracket of available men closes. Because now, you're not going to listen to because there are a lot of people every day they profess their love, you know, like Twitter, entering her DMs and all of that. But she will not pay attention to those bracket of men. Those ones are below they're not to the lifestyle. And the men that are on that lifestyle, she's 45 now. You know, so a lot of these men would prefer somebody younger. So, and she has a kid as well. You know, fair play to her. It's just seeming unlikely the more time goes by. But kudos to her, she's still as beautiful as ever, you know. So some of one of those singers growing up that you hear her songs and you vibe, and she's always been a beautiful woman. But her bracket of men they're where they're at. So to those shooting their shots, who knows? Who knows?
Well, if they can't actually shoot their shot, but would she give in? It's another thing. I think I can actually relate to that part where she lost her dad, because losing somebody you love, a parent, it's not something I wish for anybody. It's a necessary evil that would happen. When it happens, how you take it, how you chew it, how you go through that experience.
It's a make or break thing.
Jeez. Where was I? I think I was in Delta State when I got the news of my dad passing. Yes. No, it's fine. I left the house, like I disappeared. I had nowhere in mind that I was going. I just needed to clear my head. I needed to be outside. Like everybody thought I was inside the room. But I just wore my Crocs and my shirt and off I go. Where was I going? Nowhere. So you could imagine having to go through that particular phase, and you are having
this kind of thing,
scandals online. Everybody's just and at that point, I'm trying to picture her now not behaving like this thing exists. The best way she could do that is actually by forgetting that she has a phone.
Dissociates from your devices, just
I'm telling you get. Now we have I brought this up because we have a whole lot of young people go through stuff these days, and there's work pressure, there's school pressure, there are children pressures. You have lots of pressures coming your way. How do you handle this thing and still stay sane and not lose your mind? Because you have these things go on in your life and you're just trying so hard to go through this phase. How do you stay intact and not lose your mind and not think of the worst case scenario? Because they say, yes, we are tough people, we have tough skins, we are strong, we don't go through the pressure. Nah, lie. It's a very big fat lie. Because these things happen and we try as much as we can to stay sane. And now for the people leak people's sex tape, why?
Like you said, no, she's trying to get blackmailed. Yeah, the person was trying to blackmail her
and get money
requesting a significant payment. You know, and perhaps based on what she was already going through, the loss, she was just not in that headspace to make any form of it. It was like, oh, just do what you want to do, because that's one thing that happens when you experience. You just lose.
True.
You don't care about anything else.
Really, because at that point, I'm trying to fit it. I'm trying to fix myself on her shoes right now. And yes, you call me. I just get that call, and you be like, okay, I'm showing you evidence. I have this, and I'm going to put it out. And I've lost my dad. Okay,
Bro,
what's the worst that can happen?
Do what you're gonna
Please
do.
go ahead.
Do what you're gonna do. You know, and see. Thing about blackmail and people like that, it can only be somebody you trust. You know, that having that kind of sensitive, take position on that kind of sensitive material, it's a breach of trust. But in Nigeria, it's always, tape has leaked, let's go and what. It's never, why would we do something like that? You know, someone tape has leaked, this now tape, this is tape. And me, I avoid X and when they're like, tape is leaking and all that, because like, why would I want to see somebody at their worst? You know, why would I want to see the fruit of blackmail that didn't work out? So it's just, there are so many ills in it. The people partaking and the people, sharing and people doing the blackmailing and yeah.
What can our law enforcement agencies do about this particular scenario, really? Because blackmail is not something. It should be a criminal act, don't you think?
I believe it is. I believe in fact is. That's why a lot of times now it's hidden. You know. These individuals, they don't reveal their faces. They don't reveal. It's always some unknown number just randomly texts you and, okay, I have this, pay this to this account or go do this. You know, so I feel they should be taken very seriously, because it's something that, fortunately she has a son.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, I have to keep my sanity for my son. But a lot of people that are just like, going through laws now to be exposed this way, I'm just going to end it, like there's no point. But I feel she drew strength from the fact that she had to be there for her son. She had a kid that depended on her, was counting on her to pull through. So
now, to those young people going through similar things, maybe not so similar, but something like this, some word of encouragement from you.
Words of encouragement. Yeah. I mean, there's something I always like to tell myself when I look at a problem. And will this still be an issue in 2 years, 3 years? And if I look at it and, okay, this is not going to be consequential to my life in 2 or 3 years, I don't worry about it. I try my best not to worry about it. I mean, obviously as a human you would think, but I try my best not to worry about it anymore, because I realize that, okay, at a point I'll be bigger than this. My life will be bigger than this.
Yeah.
So now I'm not going to panic over this. I will think about it. If there's a solution that comes to mind, I'll try to fix it. But if there's no solution that comes to mind, I will do my best to push it and leave it be, and then let it do what it does. Because if it's not going to be of consequence to my life 2-3 years down the line, ultimately, is it worth panicking in the grand scheme of things? It's not.
If it's not going to be relevant in the next 2-3 years of my life, should I worry about it? I think you should take that as something you tell yourself when you get into those situations. Yes, the loss of a loved one can be painful, but with time, it heals. The experience, the laughter, the moments, the events, the love that you guys shared would probably be the most beautiful thing that you would live with. Because yes, those moments are, I still remember moments with my dad. I still remember calling. I still remember how he advised me to take my calling life very, very, take it slowly, because really I can spend my last kobo on airtime just to talk with him. Like how it works is, I call my dad on the phone, we start talking. We'll catch up. I'll call him today. Tomorrow I'll call him. Next tomorrow I'll call him. Yeah, we talk. At some point, he when my airtime finishes, he calls back. his airtime will finish, I would go and buy and call him back. Do you get? So we would have that conversation. We have the minutest. Now you see, when I remember some of those conversations and how he would advise me, what he would say to any situation I bring to his realization or attention, it helps me navigate life on a daily basis.
You know, it's funny and annoying how life can only be lived in the present, but only makes sense in retrospect. Like when you sit down to think about things, they make so much sense. But when it's the present, you don't understand the value of what's going on. You know, it's just there. It's like, oh yeah, it's another phone call. It's another day, we're just talking.
True.
But then you sit down 2-3 years down the line, or a year down the line, and you're like, that really came through. That's coming in clutch. That's proper things.
Actually,
that I was told.
Because that's when it makes sense.
That's when it makes sense.
Because at that point in time when you guys were having that conversation, it was just random. You had
another daily conversation.
Exactly.
You have another one tomorrow, you know.
You had a lot going on at that point in time. Yeah, you have, okay, after this call now, I'm going to do this. We leave so much for the future that we forget to enjoy the now. And
then we enjoy the now when we're in the future that we panic so much about. So it's life. I forgot that saying. It stuck with me ever since. Was it a movie or where I heard that saying, and it got me thinking. Like across my life, the best moments, I didn't even recognize they were the best moments. Last time I saw certain friends from high school and we laughed together genuinely. Or the last time I, spoke to my mom and made a joke and gave her a forehead kiss.
Yeah.
And I didn't appreciate those moments because I was like, it's just another moment I'm spending with, these people, with my mom, family and all that. Now, then I sit down on certain days and just think back to everything and it's like, wow, those were great times. Absolutely. Those were the best times. But yeah, such is life, you always have to, you're always constantly worrying about the tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow comes and we remember yesterday and remember how beautiful yesterday was. But we never took into recognition how beautiful yesterday was until it became yesterday.